Cranford. Alexandra, rather unusual weather for us today.
It was a little bit different. And by the way, you were saying it's soup weather, and I did have some soup for dinner just like you had the past night or two. We're looking at much quieter conditions now, though. It's still breezy, but our wind and rain will be easing tonight, and obviously our rain is mostly gone. Looking at our forecast quickly for tomorrow, very different. Once again, today we had this wintry, cool, breezy, kind of wet and damp sort of feel. Tomorrow, very different, as we'll eventually see some sun, very comfortable temperatures in the 70s, and then we'll be back in the 60s for tomorrow evening. And then we do have even better fall weather on the way for the weekend and into next week. Now here's our surface low. This was in the Gulf of Mexico, brought this big shield of rain over us today. Now most of the rain has passed on to the east. Looking at how much rain we got, I mean, we could have used a little bit more, but hey, up to about an inch, not so bad at Kenner. Other spots like the lakefront near an inch, downtown about 3/4 of an inch or so, Baton Rouge about an inch and a half, and Bogalusa and Slidell both near 1 inch, along with Macomb, Mississippi. Now our wind gusts today were up to about 40+ miles per hour in some spots, and you can see north of the lake, same thing, 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. So it was a gusty day. Winds will continue to be breezy tonight, but will eventually slack off overnight, and tomorrow will not be as windy. Current temperatures are in the 60s, and it was really something earlier in the evening forecast to see current temperatures in the upper 50s for a lot of spots. Definitely that cool feel when you consider our average high right now is 83, definitely below that today. Our winds are still somewhat breezy. In fact, at the lakefront, near 50 mile per hour wind gusts there recently, and at Kenner near 40 mile per hour gusts. And that is because the surface low is still very close to us. It needs to continue to move away from us overnight. So we do continue with a wind advisory, basically to say it's still gusty tonight. It ends at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and I think even before 6 a.m. the winds will have slacked off. For example, here's our wind speed forecast from 11 p.m. and then we'll go all the way to tomorrow morning, and we're back to about 10 to maybe 12 or so mile per hour winds. Now we are looking at a coastal flood warning and advisory in the yellows and greens for water pushed up along these shorelines about 1 to 3 feet. So that's for these east and northeast facing shores and the south shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Tonight, our rain ending already, our winds easing eventually, especially after, say, midnight and 1 a.m. North and south shore lows around 60 degrees. And then tomorrow, mainly dry with that comfortable feel. I promised you earlier a look at this next front that's moving in. This is Friday, a few showers and warm, but there it is. It moves in late Friday and leaves us with a cool and sunny weekend. And I'm so happy it's not just 1 day or 2 days. This time it is a bunch of days all in a row, really starting Saturday into Sunday and lasting through the middle of next week for almost perfect fall weather. And we're talking about chilly kind of mornings, maybe even some 40s north of the lake and 50s to about 60s south, highs in the lower 70s. What do y'all think?
Oh, I love it. That's perfect. I'm asking for this. All right, heads up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. At Disney World, at least. It has gotten even more expensive. The price of admission went up anywhere from $5 to $60.